Okay, you guys, super happy to be here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so this is Michelle Thompson, and I am finishing up our course for not finishing up. This is part 3 of the course that we're doing on reprogramming your brain. If you are new to this and this is the first time that you're watching this, make sure that you go watch part 1, part 2, and each part is specifically designed to take a week to do. So don't just watch one and then watch the other, okay? Each one of the videos are fairly long, so make sure that you take the time and do the homework and be serious about it if you want to actually, make things better. So anyways, so basically, like I said, if you haven't ever done this before, then, just start from the beginning. What we're doing here is I'm teaching you how to eliminate all the negative thoughts out of your brain and actually get your brain to work for you instead of against you. You see, the problem is that a lot of times we think we are what we think. But the reality is what we're thinking about is just looping patterns that have been created from programs that have been created from our childhood. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching you how to eliminate that and start to create new programs, new looping patterns that actually work for you, that actually encourage you, that say you can do it, and teach you how to succeed in life. So what we've done in the past is we did some journaling the first week. So we're finding out what the heck's going on in your brain. And then the second week, what we did was I taught you how to reframe. And I went specifically through examples from some of the people that were in the chat room and showed them how to actually go about doing this. Now, hold on 1 second. Hey, Sasha, how are you? Nice to see you. We'll probably get some late stragglers, and that's okay. I'll just tell everybody that they have to watch the replay. So, oh, well, I am so glad that you're loving this. I am so happy. I know that it kind of is goes on and on, but I was really trying to make sure that there's so much information because there's a lot to go over. A lot of times when I'm doing a one-on-one with somebody, I'm really helping them really piece things out, really break it down. And it's a little harder in a group setting or a video, so it's a little bit different. Anyways, I'm really glad that you're liking this and I really appreciate it. Anton. So Sasha, you've never met Anton before. He's a little nutty, so you've got to just go with the flow. He's not somebody that needs to be banned. In fact, he's one of my moderators, which means that he's actually in control of the people talking crap, even though he talks crap all the time. Anyways, he's funny. He's just a jokester. So we love him because he keeps life and fun in the party. So anyway, so moving forward, today what we're going to be working on, and again, we're going to be getting quite a few stragglers here. So I'm not going to wait. Last time I waited too long and, everybody ended up showing up at the last minute. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and Okay. All right, here we go. So I need to make sure that I see the chat going on here as I'm doing this. So hold up a second. I'm starting to see my patterns. Nice to meet you, Anton. Okay, good, y'all. So, okay, here we go. So hopefully you're seeing this on a computer screen, because if you're doing this on your phone, it's probably going to be a little harder to see. If that's the case, make sure that you have your printout of the PDF that I sent you, and we can kind of go from there. So, okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about letting go and problem solving. So our mind is capable of thinking of positive and negative thoughts. Okay, but those positive and negative thoughts cannot be experienced at the same time. So the bottom line is it's a choice. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do with people is And I'm going to unshare for a second because I want to show you something. Okay. All right. So I have some moisturizer here. And let's see, what else do I have? Okay. And I have some mascara. Okay. So, yeah. So, okay. So we have a moisturizer and mascara. Now, I want you to actually think about this moisturizer. So this is an Estee Lauder Moisturizer Resilience Lift Extreme. Okay. This is the reason why I have no wrinkles. Okay. Everybody says, you're 52. Yeah. So anyways, so when you think about the moisturizer and you're thinking about, oh, all the things that it does and all how it makes your skin so soft, I want you at the same time, I want you to think about the mascara and how it like made my lashes so long and luxurious and all this other stuff. Okay. So I want you to sit there and think about both of them at the same time. Okay. No, not Oil of Olay. It's Estee Lauder. So anyways, I want you to think about both of them at the same time. Here's the thing. You can't. Okay. You're either going to be thinking moisturizer, mascara, and your mind's going to bounce back and forth, but it can't think of both of those at the same time. Okay. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. And your mind's like that when it comes to negative and positive things. You cannot think of a positive and negative thing at the same time. So the bottom line is it's a choice. So if you're having problems with negative thoughts, remember, it is a choice. What are you going to think about? You're going to think about the moisturizer or the mascara, moisturizer or the mascara. Okay. You can't think of both of them at the same time. Okay. Oh, shoot the messenger. I got to get that. Well, it's good stuff. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go back to screen share here. All right. Enough moisturizer talk. I think Estee Lauder got a big enough plug there. Okay. All right. Okay. So this week we're going to talk about solutions. Okay. We're going to put in the time, your time of holding on to so much anger, hurt, pain is in the past from now on. Okay. Now we're going to let them go. So in this particular session that we're doing today is we're going to be letting shit go. Okay. So most of the time people focus on problems, not solutions. This is the biggest problem that most people have. They focus on the problem. They do not focus on the solution. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to make a list of everything that you need to let go of. Okay. So in this, we're going to look at the things that you need to let go of and make a list and ask yourself, when you look at each one of these problems, you're going to say to yourself, does it serve me? Okay. When you look at this problem and you say to yourself, holding on to the things that's upsetting me. So Trisha and I in our show yesterday, if you didn't catch it, you should watch it. It was on my channel. And if you like to watch it on Trisha's channel, she's uploaded the same video. So in the show, we're talking about like something that she was holding on to, and she saw an EFT professional, and in that, and she was talking about how it really helped her. So what happens is that, like, so we'll look at that, for example, Trisha, you get to be the guinea pig here. So Trisha, when you're thinking about that person that you were holding resentment about, does it cause you pain? And if it causes you pain, when you think about it, the question is, does it serve you? And so once you decide whether or not, if it serves you, oh, thank you about my lipstick. A mixture of red and orange together. I kind of like, the red was too bright and the orange was too bland. You know, I kind of did a little heavy on the makeup today, but anyways, so yeah, exactly. Not anymore. So it doesn't serve you. So that's the first question you have to ask yourself, is this holding on to this issue serving me? Because sometimes people will say, yeah, it's serving me. You know, it's like, yeah, it's serving me to be pissed off because whatever reason. Okay. And some people will say no. Okay. Most of the time you're going to say no, it doesn't serve me. Okay. So if the answer is no, then you move to the next step. Okay. So we're going to go to the next step. Make a conscious choice in an effort to say and yell it out loud that you're letting go of this forever so it no longer affects me. Okay, so in the video that I did with Trisha yesterday, I was talking about this, and I was talking about some of the things that I do. And I don't have my drum. Hold on. Let me go get it. Okay. All right. I'm going to get out of screen share for a second so I can show you my drum. All right. Okay, you guys, here's my drum. Okay, so basically you do not have to use a drum. Don't do it on your countertop or anything like that. You'll hurt your hands, okay? So what I want you to do is I'm going to kind of take this down a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, so what you're going to do is, well, it looks like I'm going to have to take it down a little further. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to bang on this drum, okay? And you're going to say, I'm letting go of blank, whatever it is that you need to let go of because it no longer serves me, okay? Now, this is what most of my clients do. They go, I am letting go of my fear because it no longer serves me. And so my response to that is, I don't believe you, okay? I don't believe you. So here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to do this. I want you to I am letting go of my pain forever because it no longer serves me, okay? That's how I want you to do it. That's how I want you to do it because it no longer serves me and I'm letting it go now. I'm letting it go now. And you just scream it really, really loud, okay? Hope I'm not hurting your ears, you guys. So that's what you're doing. This right here doesn't work, okay? That is not helping you. It's not fixing the problem, okay? You need to yell at your subconscious mind. What happens when somebody yells at you, okay? What happens when somebody yells at you and says, you're so stupid? What happens? You start to believe it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do exactly the same thing that other people have done to you, but now you're going to do it to yourself and for your own good. Okay, so we're going to say, I am letting this go. And you're going to scream, 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 scream. Yeah, I know, it's fun, right? And so a lot of times, I ask my clients after I make them do it for 7 minutes. Okay, so there's this whole thing about doing something for 7 minutes. Okay, so I want you to do it for a full 7 minutes. So set a timer and just bang on that drum and you can just go off on it. You can sit here and go, I'm letting it go. And you can make up a whole story about it. I don't care. Just say, I'm letting it go. It no longer serves me because blah, 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 whatever you want to say. Da, 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 da. And don't get happy about it and don't start going, oh yeah, I'm letting it go. No, that's not what you want to do. Okay, that's later. Okay, what we want to do right now is we're going to scream, 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 scream. You're going to get mad, really mad at that drum, okay? And you're mad at your subconscious mind because you don't want it inside of your head anymore. And so your mind's going to go, well, hell yeah, I'm getting rid of that shit. Okay, all right. So starting to share again. So hold up. Okay. All right. Okay. Bang it out. Yes, ma'am. I used to bat the pillows and yeah, but you know what, Trisha, the thing about that is that, the pillows are good, but the drum makes a lot of noise. So if you don't have a drum, then I suggest find a leather bound book and bang on that because a leather bound book can make some noise too. So here's something like that. A leather-bound book doesn't hurt as much. It still hurts, but it's not as bad as, something that's a little bit harder. You really want to make some noise. Okay. That's the whole point, is really get that noise going. Okay. Okay. So there's this whole science behind loud noises that, and drumming, that when you drum something, and especially if it's in a repetition, okay? Like if you're doing it like this and it's a solid sound that goes like this and you're saying it over and over again, but we're not going to do it like this. We're going to be like, bam, 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 bam. So you do a repetition thing, okay? And when you're doing it, creating, ow, that hurt my ring. Don't do this with rings on. I'm taking my rings off. All right. So when you're doing this, you want to like bang on that drum. Okay. And you want to like really make some noise, but do it in a repetition. Okay. So it's the same consistent, like bam, 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 like that. Okay. So when you're doing that, that's going to like really like pound into your ears and your brain's going to go, okay. And then when you're done, you're going to be like, wow, I feel so good. That's so funny. Do it in your car, Shannon. Do it in your car. Okay. So nobody else hears you. All right. I do a lot of shit in my car. So I know. Because if I start screaming really loud, my dogs start barking and freaking out and jumping on me, thinking I want to play. And, you know, it just turns into big. So anyways. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give you another exercise. Okay, so this is another letting go exercise. And I do not have tissues today. I forgot to bring those. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a tissue and you're going to put it in your hand. Okay, and you're going to take, you're going to put one tissue on your right hand and one tissue on your left hand. Okay. And the reason I say to do that, you can, women, if you have cotton balls, I don't really care. You can use a rag. I don't care. I mean, this is a one-time kind of thing. And then after that, you don't really have to put anything in your hand. It's just something that helps you have a visualization. And what you're going to do is on the left side, you're going to imagine, I'm going to do stop share so you guys can see me. Okay. So on the left side, you're going to imagine, so this is my left hand. So on the left side, you're going to imagine this is the thing you want to let go of. Okay. Now I need you to go ahead and concentrate on something that you want to think about. Okay. Like this is the thing you don't want to think about. And this is the thing you do want to think about. Okay. So what is it you don't want to think about? I don't want to think about, I don't want to think about somebody saying something about my earrings. Okay. I made these earrings, by the way, and I made this necklace. And so anyways, let's say hypothetically somebody doesn't like them. She looks like a gypsy. She looks like a hippie, whatever, you know. So let's say somebody said something and it kind of hurt my feelings. And, oh, I got one. This happened to me today. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched, you've heard me talk about a few things about my brother-in-law, who is an alcoholic, ex-drug addict, has fried his brain a few times. And anyways, I was helping my sister try to get a job. And so I gave her the contact info and she texted me back and she says, well, we've been playing phone tag, when's the best time to call him? And, well, anyway, next thing I know, I get this really nasty text message from him that was like, oh, it was so rude. It was ridiculous. I should read this to you, because I want you to know I'm not immune to getting shit happening to me. Okay. He says to me, please come at Jenny with something solid or not at all. She has been led on by you with this job over a week now. If the employer wants her for employment, he will make an offer and she will accept, leaving you out of the middle. That's how jobs are done. You should no longer be involved once you turn over the contact info. Seems to me like this job is a potential BS. So I was like, I mean, you know, my heart hurt after that. I was like, my ears turned red and my heart started racing. And I was just like, you know, because I felt really attacked just for no reason. You know, and so immediately, very calmly, caught my breath, did a couple of breathing exercises. I called my sister and I said, hey, by the way, Jason's sending me mean text messages. And I read it to her. And of course, she got upset with him and, you know, whatever. She says, just block him. You know, she goes, I think he's drinking and that's why he's acting that way. Okay. So enough of that. So, okay. So this is what I don't want to think about. I don't want to think about Jason like acting like that because Thanksgiving's coming up and now I got to see him. Okay. So what I want to think about is helping you guys and how awesome you are and how grateful you are that I'm doing this for you. Okay. So I don't want to think about Jason. I want to think about you guys. Okay. So that's how you're going to do it. Left hand is the thing you don't want to think about. Right hand is the thing you want to think about. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to open, what you're going to do is you're going to say, you're going to squeeze it really hard and focus on it because you want to identify it. You want to acknowledge the problem. The problem is we suppress our emotions too much. So we want to acknowledge it. And you want to squeeze it real hard. And then you want to open it real hard. And you take whatever tissue's in your hand and you just throw it. Okay. And throw it with force, like across the room, like you're throwing a baseball. Okay. And immediately what you're going to say is, I am letting this go. And then immediately you're going to shift your thoughts and say, I want to think about, and you're going to hold it in your hand and squeeze it really hard and put all your focus in right here. Okay. You're going to go, I am letting this go. I want to think about helping you guys and doing the show and how much fun I'm having doing it. Okay. So that's a really good exercise. I had this client one time and she said she was an attorney and she worked in this office full of other attorneys. And she said this one attorney was always acting like she was always taking over. She was always talking about stuff that didn't apply to the meeting. And she said it would just annoy her so bad. And so what she did was she would sit under the table and she'd be like, and she said she would just sit there and do it under the table, like, over and over again, letting this go. I want to think about what I have to participate in this meeting, and she would just really and she said it was really helpful for her to be able to move her focus. So some of you guys that are coming in late, I'm going to go over this again. Estee Lauder moisturizer, mascara. This moisturizer, it is a Resilience Lift Extreme. It's good for getting rid of wrinkles. So I want you to think about getting rid of wrinkles with the moisturizer. At the same time, you're trying to make your lashes long. Okay. If you can think about both of them, you win a prize. It's impossible, absolutely impossible to think about at the same time. What your brain might do, if you're really talented, is go moisturizer, mascara, moisturizer, mascara. But most of the time, people just focus on one thing. They can't focus on both. Okay. So it's the same thing. When we're thinking about the negative and the positive thing, if you say, I'm letting this go, I want to think about this, and you just put your energy here. And if your mind repeats it again, you go, I'm letting it go. And then you go right back to thinking about, I want to think about this video, and then start playing it out in your head. Create the video, create the memory of something, or create the stream of thought. Create like a little movie in your head where you're imagining something. Okay. All right. So that's that. Hold up. I see a lot of chatting going on. So I'm going to open this up for a second. Okay. All right. Yeah. Shannon, you are absolutely right. He can be, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Sasha, you're funny. Thank you. Hey, before I got into this, I was a makeup artist for Estee Lauder. I had quit doing makeup because I couldn't see anymore. I can't even do my makeup without it. Literally, I'm like this. It's terrible. So I can't see anymore. It's terrible. Anyways, so yeah, and I do walk around most of the time without my glasses on, and I'm like this a lot, and then like this, and then like this, because I hate wearing glasses. I just absolutely hate wearing glasses. So yeah, it's so anyways, I used to be a makeup artist, and yeah, and so I did that for Estee Lauder. That's why I have all the stuff, and I swear to God, that's the only reason I don't have any wrinkles, is because I wore that stuff for so long. I mean, I was doing it from like the age of 20 till I couldn't see very well anymore. Okay. All right. So let's get back on track. All right. So going back to what we're doing next. All right. So when we're talking about problem solving, the thing is that, let me get my video thing back up. Okay. So you guys, when we're talking about problem solving, not problem, sorry, I'm sorry, with letting go is there's a lot of things that you can do to like get your mind into a different state and to alter where the thoughts are. And you can be in control of your mind. You can decide what you're going to think about. You can choose where you want to put your head. And one of the exercises that I'm going to have you do as homework is to take the time that you have to think and use it for inputting. Okay. So I want you to get out there and discover some self-help motivators that have some really good stuff, like Tony Robbins or Wayne Dyer or something. I like Tony Robbins and Wayne Dyer, and I really suggest that you kind of alternate between them, because one's a spiritual kind of guy and another one is coming at it from a very like, here's how you take over your mind. Here's how you do this, da, da, da. And, and he's one's more motivational, one's more calming, and just depending on the kind of mood that you're in, it will depend on what kind of videos you should watch. So basically, a lot of people say, well, I don't have time. Bullshit. You have time. When you're doing your makeup in the morning, when you're blow drying your hair, when you're taking a shower. Yes, I say when you're taking a shower, you can go get one of those little speakers that you put in the shower that's like has a Bluetooth in it. And you go and you put it on a loop of all the Tony Robbins stuff. You subscribe to the channel, you hit click, and you turn it on while you're taking a shower and you listen to it. You utilize the time that your mind is thinking, not saying, well, I guess I'm not going to watch Netflix because Michelle wants me to watch this video. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you have time to think, and when do we think? We think when we're taking a bath. We think when we're taking a shower. We think when we're going to bed. We think when we're driving. We think when we're shopping. We think when we're cooking. Okay. I want you to take the opportunity to utilize the time that you have, that you're thinking about the fact that this person fucked you over, this person hurt you, this person cheated on you, this person did this person did that. And every time that you're thinking about those things, ask yourself that question. When am I thinking about these things? Okay. And that's the point where you need to be inputting. Okay. Now, if you're in a situation like in a meeting or you're this, or you're really upset about something and you can't, you're sitting there with a friend over dinner and the thought keeps on coming in your mind, you can't focus. What you want to do is do the little exercise under the table. Don't want to think about this. I want to think about what my friend has to say. I don't want to think about this. I'm letting it go. I want to think about what she has to say. And, use these exercises, bang on the drum, do the things every day. You want to do these things every day. This is not a one-time fix. Okay. Reprogramming is something you have to do on a daily basis because you're constantly shoving so much information into the brain all the time that it doesn't have a choice but to rewire and re-alter the way that it works. Okay. So enough of that. I'm going to share my screen again and we're going to get into problem solving. What did Sasha say? Oh, you guys, by the way, meet Sasha Blake. She's new to the group. So everybody say hi. And Sasha, you'll like everybody. They're all super sweet. And is Jonah? Oh, Jonah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jonah. How are you doing? All right. A couple of you guys, Jonah, I'm not sure if you've done the other exercises, but you might want to kind of retrack and watch the other two videos. Each one of them is a weekly exercise, by the way. Okay. All right. So let's get into problem solving, you guys. So if you are on your phone, and it's good to pull up the PDF that I gave you so that you can go along with it, because it might be harder to see this on your screen unless you're on a computer. Okay. So when you are problem solving, what you want to do is you want to describe the problem. Okay. So we're going to write it down. We're going to look at the problem. We're going to describe the problem with a lot of precision. You want to use one to two sentences or less. When I say precision, I mean be exact. Ladies, think like a man. Okay. Guys are like to the point. Okay. And women are like, oh, blah, 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 details of this, that, and color. And I was standing over here and doing this and dancing around and da, da, da. Oh, and a cat walked by and da, da, da. And oh my God, you know. Okay, so that's how women think. Men are like, dog was brown. That's it. Okay. So here's what I want you to do is I want you to really think about what the problem is. Now, if you struggle with that, then just write it all out once, like even if it's a full page. Okay. And then after you've vented, basically, then narrow it down, sum it up to 1 to 2 sentences, and be very precise about what the problem is. Okay. If you have to write more than a couple of sentences, the question doesn't work. Okay. So write it so crystal clear that anyone can understand it. Ooh, I just saw a typo. Holy cow. I thought I fixed all my typos. All right. Well, sorry about that. Okay. So the second step to that is provide a solution. Describe 3 solutions to the problem. Come up with 3 intelligent, effective, viable solutions that you can believe could be implemented to solve this problem. Think of resources, time, energy, money that would require to implement this. 1 is no choice, 2 is a dilemma, and 3 brings you to a choice. Okay. All right. So let's stop right there. Okay. So here's the thing. You need to come up with 3 solutions. Okay. That seems to be really hard for people for some reason, and I don't know why. So I have a whiteboard in my office, and so I literally get on the board and I write the problem down in 2 sentences. So most of the time I can get people to do that. That's not the problem. And then, but when we come up with solutions, they're just like, that's why I hired you. You know, I'm like, no, I'm not your problem solver. I'm your helper to find. You've got to look inside of yourself and you got to dig a little bit and see if you can come up with some viable solutions. Okay. So, all right. So, thank you so much, Ellie. I really appreciate that. Okay. So does anybody have a problem that they want to share? And we'll do this exercise together. So I'll wait for a second. I should put on some elevator music while I'm waiting. Dog is brown. That's not a problem. Okay. Anybody? Come on. Anybody want to share a problem? Come on. Oh, come on. Really? Seriously? You guys are that shy that you can't share a problem? All right. Since you guys are going to be shy. All right. I'll use my problem. Here's my problem. My brother-in-law, Jason, is very rude. Okay. He was very rude to me. Okay. So hold on a second. I got to formulate because I got to see, I'm a girl, so I want to like bring it out in 5 sentences. Okay. So my brother-in-law was rude to me, sent me some nasty text messages. And now I have to see him on Thanksgiving and I don't know what to do. Okay. It's a problem for me. Okay. So who won't talk back? Oh, hold on a second. I keep contacting my ex. He won't talk back. Okay. Oh, thank you for sharing, Sasha. Now I don't have to use my stupid problem because I've already solved it anyway. All right. So I keep contacting my ex and he won't talk back. See, that was perfect. She did 2 sentences. Okay. All right. So problem. So let's see. Let's pull up Word. And hold on. Okay, hold on, Trish, before everybody starts giving advice. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up. We're going to work this out and just do it as an exercise and everybody can participate too and help her out. Okay, as soon as I get this up and running. Come on, it's taking forever. All right, let's see if I can get notes to come up faster. Computer's really going slow. I should have had all these apps open. I got every other app open. iMovie, PowerPoint, preview. Jeez, Lord have mercy. Come on. Okay. Really? It's going to take that long? Okay. All right. So while we're waiting, so we need to come up with 3 viable solutions. Okay. And these are, you know, don't be like, hold on. All right, here we go. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay, here we go. So, 3 viable solutions. 1. Okay. So, what is 1? What is a solution? So let's let Sasha come up with the first solution. Okay, since this is hers. He moved on. I can't seem to. Okay. Well, that's fine. I understand that. But we need to solve the worst problem solving. We're not going to focus on the problem, which is I can't get over him. We're going to solve her problem. Okay. So this is, what is a viable solution that Sasha can do right now for this problem? So Sasha, I want you to come up with the first one. Let's come up with a really good solution to this problem. What do you think? Okay, nobody's talking. Put some elevator music on again. I do not know. Oh, okay, Joanne, don't shoot them. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Block him on social media and delete his number. Wow, that's actually a really good one. Okay, because if you lose all contact information and, okay, so we're going to say disconnect and lose all contact info. Solution number 1. Okay, so let's come up with another one. Anybody else want to participate and help her? Thank you, Shannon, for being kind. So what's another thing that she can do? What is a viable solution to this problem? Okay, we want to come up with another one because one is not an option. She needs another one. So either Sasha, you come up with another one, or somebody else, come on, help participate in this. Love. Oh, Shannon, you've been listening to my stories too much. Okay. Think of something else when you catch yourself thinking of him. Very good. That is a really good one. Thank you so much. Okay. Use some of the techniques. Okay. So use coping skills. Techniques. And how did you say it? Think of something else when you catch. Okay, so, force yourself to think of something else. So what you really want to do, I think is force yourself to think of something else. And think of, one of the things that I like to do is actually put your mind into creating something because it forces it to think. So that's actually I think that might be another good solution, but we're going to let you guys come up with the next one instead of me telling you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Lose friends that are common with him and constant talking about him. Wow, that's actually a really good one, but we don't know if that in itself is actually accurate, because we don't know if she knows common people that she's constantly. I think if she disconnects him from Facebook or any kind of contact info, that kind of falls into the same category. Cut cords. That's what I do next. Okay, actually, Trisha's is really good. I like Trisha's is more of a spiritual concept. Get somebody to help you. You'll probably need like a healer or something to help you with cutting the cords. So I think that that's a really good one. Get a spiritual. Okay, if you don't know what that means, Sasha, contact me through Facebook, Messenger, my cell phone, email, and ask me. And you and I could work on that. We can do it through video like we're doing right now, but not on YouTube, obviously. Or we could do it on the phone, or, also too, Trisha is also a really good healer, and she knows how to do that kind of stuff as well. So that's another person that you might want to put in your little bag of people that you might want to try. And Trisha also knows other people too. So, sometimes you connect with certain people better than others. Okay, so let's see. Well, okay, so Sasha, you said it's not. I don't know what that comment was about, so help me understand. Oh. You must have been talking about the friends and stuff. Okay. All right. So here's her three things, okay? And these are all really good solutions, okay? So first one is disconnect and lose all contact info. Using coping skills, techniques, and think about something else. Get a spiritual healer to help you cut the cords. These are all really good things to do, okay? So I don't think that I can actually send pictures through chat. Oh, well. So I was going to say, I was going to copy and paste that. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I can do it this way. I'll put it in the chat room. There you go. Here we go. Okay. All right. So let's move forward. Give me a second. I got to get my screen pulled back up again. Okay, hold on, you guys. Sorry. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. So now what you're going to do is the third step is to accept the solution that you choose. And how you're going to do that is you're going to either accept one or you're not going to accept one. So you're going to look at all three of them. You're going to say, okay, I accept that one, or I don't accept it. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at it and you're going to go, okay, do I need to modify it or reject it? And here's the reasons why. Okay. So, let's say hypothetically, she doesn't know anybody or how to cut the cords, and she doesn't want to pay for anybody because she doesn't have the money or whatever. Okay. So you can say, all right, well, I'm nixing that one. Okay. So, can't seem to control my thoughts, nixing that one. Okay. And then the last one you accept. You're going to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to cut all connections, all cords. Cut everything. I'm going to disconnect him from Facebook. I'm going to delete his phone number. I'm going to delete his email. I'm going to delete everything so much that even if I wanted to, I couldn't contact him. Okay. Okay. And I'm not saying that that's one you need to choose. I'm just saying that's how you choose between them. Okay. So way too much time is spent on thinking about your problems. So from now on, we're going to start working on solution-oriented things. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to solve the problems instead of focusing on the problems. Okay. So letting go and being solution oriented. And this week, we're going to start focusing on positive mindset, letting go, finding solutions, staying focused, and being grateful. Setting a tone or expectation about what you are going to focus on is the key to remapping your brain. This week, we're going to use workbook pages to write down what you're grateful for and keep your mind focused on what you want to create in your life and what is good about you and in your life. So your homework for this week is meditate daily. Continue writing down what you've been reframing. You continue reframing. Okay, Trisha, you're coming into this, but you and I have worked on reframing. So pick up your notes from before and just, or you can start all over if you want. It really doesn't matter. But you reframe all that stuff and start working on that reframing and writing it down every single day. We're going to be doing this for a minimum of 21 days. Okay. Throughout this whole course, you're going to be doing this. Now, we're going to alter it when you get into the manifestation. So we're going to be changing it slightly, but we're going to continue doing this. Okay. So get into the habit of doing this every day. I want you to walk daily. I know in Trisha's country, in the UK, it's really, really cold. So she might be wearing earmuffs and lots of furry stuff when she's walking outside, or she may say, Michelle, go to hell. I'm not getting outside in that cold weather. So if the weather is, remember, you may have limitations physically. So consult your doctor. Don't be listening. Oh, well, I went to my doctor and he was really upset with me. I'm not supposed to be walking, but Michelle told me to. And the doctor's going to be like, call me up wanting the lawsuit. So remember, okay, that you got to take in the climate into consideration, and you have to take in your health for those reasons. If the climate is feasible for you to walk, I really think that being outside is the best thing for you because you're connecting with the vibration of the earth, okay? And the vibration of the earth is going to ease you. It's going to settle you. It's going to calm you. Write 3 new things. Okay, this is a new thing that we're going to do, okay? Now, when I have my clients, I make them accountable. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult. So you guys that know each other, you can make each other accountable. Like Shannon, you can make Michael accountable, or, or something like that. Or anybody who knows each other and y'all have like Messenger on Facebook, find a buddy system to be accountable with. And I want you to do this, okay? Because the person that doesn't do it, you're going to message them and say, hey, I haven't gotten your 3 gratefuls today, okay? Because if you're not accountable, you won't do it. So find a buddy partner. And Sasha, since you don't know anybody, maybe kind of reach out and ask, say, hey, does anybody want to be my buddy? Okay. So anyways, let me give you the rules on the whole thing about the grateful stuff. Is that when you're doing 3 things that you're going to be grateful for every day, they have to be different every single day. You cannot say the same damn 3 things every single day. Okay. Now, before you even get started, say out loud everything you can think of. Okay. Before you write it down, I want you to say your house, your home, your kids, your dog, your whatever. Okay. Everybody's going to come up with those. They're going to say their house, their husband, their kids, their dog, their cat, their car, their family, their job. Okay. Now, once you've said everything that you can think of, then I want you to actually get real with yourself and actually think of 3 things you're grateful for, because those are just bullshit answers. Okay. I want you to really dig deep. As you're going along, you're going to be grateful for the silly things. I would go into a store and I'd find my favorite nail polish that I thought was discontinued. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so grateful I found this. There was a drink that I couldn't ever find. Now I find it everywhere. But there was a one point when it first came out, it was Lipton had a drink that was a diet green tea. And I love green tea. So I was super excited about it and had like a little citrusy flavor. So every time I would go into the gas station, I'd find it, I would get super excited. And I would like, oh my God, I found my drink. I'm so excited. And I would get really, really excited about it. And so I was super grateful for it. So I want you to really expand yourself. Once you find a buddy, I want you to every single day, your job is to text your buddy and say the 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay. Make sure your partner is going to hold you accountable, and so y'all be accountable for each other. Write 3 new things that you're grateful for, you guys, and make sure that you do not duplicate them ever, okay? And continue doing it every single day, okay? Now, I want you to, we were talking about this earlier about videos. Use videos to provide like online programs and, you know, whatever it is that you like, you know, find some motivational speaker and listen to it. Listen to videos, listen to audios, you know, whatever. I have, you know, like I have those things like grief, you know, the one that Ellie was talking about. I have some that's under hypnosis and stuff like that. Those are more like your, you know, I think they're like binaural beats, and they have a little hypnosis involved with it. It's about 10 minutes, and you can use those things mostly like when you're have time to relax. Don't do it while you're driving a car. Okay. I want you to do like your meditation. I've uploaded a couple of meditation things. You can use the prayers for meditation if you like those. That's on my thing. I don't really care. Anything that you're listening to that's going to help you, that's all I care about. Okay. Utilize your time. Any time that you think about the times that you have time to think. When is that time? Okay. Do not walk around where in a situation where you have time to think. If you have time to think, you have time to listen to something. Input, input, input. That's the whole name of the game here. All right. So here's the deal. Here's your page right here. Every day it's the same thing. Make sure that you download this, print it out. Okay. You're going to continue reframing. And then on the next page, it's got your little list of things to do. Meditate, reframe, write your 3 grateful things, audios and videos. Has a little place for you to write your 3 grateful things. Your goals for today. What's your bucket list of things you'd like to achieve? And a nice little quote that helps you get through the day. So anyway, so that's all of that stuff for the rest of the week. Okay. All right. So that's it. Next week, we're going to be talking about alchemizing. This is my favorite subject right here. So we're going to learn how to alchemize your brain, alchemize others. Okay. So that's always a fun subject. All right, so let me shut out of this, and we're going to stop the share, and let's see, and I'm going to look at the comments, see if there's anything going on here. All right. Okay. All right, so, okay, does anybody volunteer to help Sasha to be her partner? She's like, anybody's welcome. Maria, why don't you be her partner? Okay, because Maria, you're kind of new to this whole thing too. Well, not really, but so Maria, be her partner, or somebody else volunteer, please. Oh, good. Okay, so somebody be your partner. Okay, and if you're willing to take on more than one partner, that's fine too. But you guys kind of team up and do that. Okay. Remember to use each other for support. Okay. Friend everybody that you see on Facebook. That's always good. Great. Thank you, Maria. I really appreciate that. So, you know, having a support system, Sasha, is probably one of the best things that you can do. And everybody in here is super awesome. And these are a lot of the people that are in here, and I'm getting talking too much. I got the smoker's voice here. Okay. Oh, well, you got lots of left offers here. So whoever you decide. Okay. So you got a couple of offers. So that's fine. I don't care how you guys do it. Y'all can group chat. That would even be better, you know, because you can hold everybody accountable and you can start yelling at the people who don't participate, you know. I'm all about group, you know, like, hey, we haven't heard from you, you know. Everybody attacks the person that's not doing their job at the same time, you know. I know I had to take a drink. What happens is I talk so much, my voice starts going. So anyways, so you guys, I'm pretty much tallying it up. I think that's everything, unless anybody has any kind of comments or questions. You have the option to ask any questions or anything about what we've gone over. And I'll give you a second. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Let's see. Is Trisha still on here? I don't know if she left or not because I haven't seen her talking. Okay. All right. So, oh, there she is. Oh, okay. So yeah, she's got another class to do. So, okay. Yeah. So somebody needs to team up with Trisha too. So, if IOX, you or Anton, you guys could team up with her if you want. Because I know that you guys are friends. So make sure that you guys are finding partners and working together on this, or group chatting. Trisha's also on Facebook, so make sure that you friend her if you guys are not friends. Sasha, it's good to make sure that you friend everybody, because I think everybody on here is on Facebook. If there's anybody on here who's not on Facebook, or your name's different, because there's a couple of people that have different names on Facebook, make sure that you find the other person and friend them, okay? Having a support system is really, really, really good, okay? So, okay, good. Yeah, you could kick his butt. Awesome. Okay, you can be his buddy. That's funny. I don't know. He was here. I thought he was here. Oh, shoot. You know what? He didn't log on today. It's Anton that was here. Don't worry about it, Michael. I didn't even know yet. You peeped your head in. That's no big deal. Don't worry about it. So we're just tallying this thing up, and I think unless anybody else has anything else. Okay. All right. Well, then I am ending this session with you guys. You guys have a fabulous day. And I will see you next week on Tuesday. Tomorrow night at 7:00, I'm going to be doing the relationship thing that we're going to be talking about that again. So the keys to a healthy relationship is at 7:00 tomorrow on Wednesday. So if you guys remember this is Central Time, so it's going to start exactly at the same time this one did. Make sure that you set your alarms so that you always get notifications, so I'm not having to send messages out on Facebook all the time. Okay. So you guys have absolutely a fabulous day, and I enjoy what you're doing. Much love to everyone. Make sure that you do your homework. Remember, this is reprogramming. It's not something you do once a week or something like that. This is a daily exercise that you're doing every day. All right. You guys have a fabulous day. Be the light.